So, for the listeners out there, first, welcome to Unplugged with Tyler Winters and John Pearman. This is a bonus episode. And before we get into the bonus episode, John, I wanted to ask. We were kind of texting about it, but John recently bought a tub of 2,000 records for
That's right.
$25. I know you were texting me.
Yeah, I don't know what the actual count was, but it was a lot.
It was a lot. It looked like you had enough to at least make your money back, but I'm surprised that you didn't have any other surprise records in there that could bring in
there's some that are kind of question marks at the moment, but I should say it's all 45, so they're all the smaller single size 7-inch records. So it's just a roll of the dice when you're buying that many records. There's bound to be something of value, but I've had good luck in the past finding 45s that were valuable. So
I remember when you first started doing this, you told me about this garage band, and maybe there were only like 50 or 60 some odd albums made, or 100.
I would guess it was privately pressed. It's a very small label. Yeah, that was like a leftover garage sale. Like somebody posted, "Hey, these are leftover. Take all for $5 or whatever."
So you bought a bunch of records for $5.
Yeah, that was my first big foray into selling records. I hadn't really started selling at that point. So,
how much did you sell that no-name record for?
That went for $2,000 to some nice gentleman in Colorado. So
$2,000.
It got. I posted it on Reddit because it wasn't on Discogs, which is the normal kind of encyclopedic website I used to look stuff up. So it wasn't on there. So I found like a record forum or something on Reddit, and then it got picked up by a 45 collector forum and posted there, and then people started contacting me.
Wow.
Through Reddit.
What were they saying? Like,
okay. I had people from Germany contacting me trying to buy it, and they're like, "Oh, I'll give you like $300 for it." And I was like, "Well, if somebody's offering $300, it's probably worth more than that."
Yeah.
So it was kind of hard to put a value on it because it was so rare.
So how did you get to 2,000?
That's what he offered. So.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of the only sale history I could find on it was for that amount. So that was just kind of my base amount. But it was in quite good shape. So he probably, realistically, still got a pretty good deal on it. But
wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, and actually, it's the Reddit posts. Eventually, one of the band members started commenting.
Oh,
it's like, "Hey, that's our record." It's like I had like 8 of them, but they'd either like I can't remember, but like they bronzed them or something like that. Like they ruined them somehow. Because they wanted to just keep them as a decoration or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, they didn't have any other records. They made 145, and I believe they made it because they won a battle of the bands. So it was a prize. So it's probably win the battle of the bands, you get to press 250 records or whatever.
Sure.
It was, so.
Wow, that's amazing. Do you remember the band name?
Yeah, it's called The Other Half, which is even more confusing because there's about at least 3 or 4 bands with that name.
Really?
So there's one that was actually on Epic that actually had like a full-on LP released in the 60s called The Other Half, which featured a guy named Randy Holden who ended up being a solo artist too, which is also a sought-after record, but it's like $100 or $200 LP. So the 45 by the other band from the Chicago area is much more valuable.
Yeah, the 10% of...
No, it'd definitely be cool to find that record too, but...
yeah, that's crazy, dude.
A little bit easier to find because it was on a major label, so, there's at least...
That's wild.
There's 4 figures of that around.
Sure.
Somewhere, so...
Sure.
Yeah, but it was cool. But, it wasn't a great song. And I accidentally got a compilation of like garage rock tunes, and it was on it. So I have the song now.
Oh, nice.
It's just on a compilation LP. So I still have it. And it sounds just as good as the 45. So,
wow.
When you find it on a different record for like $10, it makes more sense to have it that way to me. But
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a wild story. So I'm glad you shared
it's only happened that once. But I have found other things, that were of close value to that, but nothing as valuable as that.
Sure.
But, everybody I contacted about it, like I had just started collecting and stuff like that. So I was, talking to other record collectors around the area. They were all pissy about it. Like oh, it must be nice. And it's like, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, actually it is.
It's like I didn't like hit somebody over the head and take it. Like it was,
Right.
just, you know.
Just they're seeping with jealousy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know what was in there when I bought the record. So it's like, I didn't look at them until I got them home. So
right.
And it was stuck between, a bunch of shitty albums that I'd bought. So I was like, oh, this was a dumb deal. Like there's nothing in it. And I just set the 45 aside and then ended up looking it up like several months later. So
right.
Yeah, I could have thrown it away easily had I not been like, oh, that kind of looks interesting.
Yeah, or accidentally just gave it away to some.
Yeah, it could have been
store.
shoved in one of the shitty records, and I didn't even know it was in there.
Jeez.
But luckily, it fell out.
Yeah,
and there was one other 45 about the moon landing in there as well, but that wasn't as valuable.
Oh, I can't imagine why.
Somebody fucking landed on the moon, but nobody cares about it. But some band from Chicago that made like 200 records—that's what people want.
Yeah, that's what they want. I
don't landing on the moon, man.
I don't understand the value in that record, but somebody does.
It's the rarity of it.
Yeah, it's just the rarity game.
Yeah, it's the style of music it was and the rarity of it. Like it's just I have it and you don't kind of mentality.
That's got to be really cool though for that band member to come across that post and comment.
Yeah, I'd be super pissed that I don't have like a box of them. But.
Right. Yeah.
And there's also a WDBR record that pops up around here all the time from the 80s.
Uh-huh.
It's called Central Illinois Rocks. And I figured out that like people overseas like will pay like $200 for it.
For real?
And it's always at garage sales for like $1. So anytime I pick that record up, it's like a free $200 just sitting in.
Dang. All right, there you go, guys.
And it pops up all the time because it's a local radio station, so.
There you go, guys. If you're ever in Central Illinois and you're out garage shopping or garage sale shopping.
Central Illinois Rocks.
Yeah. Just buy the album for $1 or whatever, and then send it to John so he can get $200.
I'll handle it for you. Yeah, it's become harder to sell for that much because most people don't want it or overseas, and I don't sell internationally. So
Gotcha. All right, John. So let's get to this.
No, we can
episode.
just keep going.
We're gonna keep going.
Rare
Okay.
records. Yeah.
All right.
I'm sure people are on the edge of their seats.
So, Loudwire had an article this week titled 32 Artists Who Surprisingly Haven't Won a Grammy. And since the Grammys were just last weekend, last Sunday, I thought it's a good time to bring this up. And we haven't done a John Guesses game in a while, so
certainly not with this new podcast name.
No. So, John, you want to start taking some guesses? What artists out of the 32 have not won a Grammy? And of course, these are popular artists. Mm-hmm. We would have heard of them. So think popular, and I guess go from there.
I had some in mind, and I'm trying to remember. Let's go with... I'm going to throw out Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
Never winning a Grammy.
Well, they are not on this list. And let's see if... I'm just going to see if they have. Looks like they've won a few, maybe?
Damn it.
Hard rock performance, rock album, rock song.
Ass. I
mean, really, just throw a popular band out there, and you're going to get one at least.
I was thinking Radiohead for some reason.
Radiohead is not on the list.
To have won one.
Yep, I'm sure they have. Radiohead's won a lot, it looks like.
Mudvayne.
Mudvayne. You know what? It would not surprise me if Mudvayne actually did win a Grammy.
And I was actually thinking Slipknot when I said Mudvayne, but...
Okay, well, I don't... Neither one of those bands show up on this list.
Damn it.
Slipknot has won a Grammy for Best Metal Performance. Mudvayne has won for Metal Performance in 2006. Damn. This makes all the
Blink 182.
Have they won a Grammy?
I don't think that they have.
I think they may have. They're not on this list, and that would be a surprising one.
Shit my ass.
Yes, rock album in 2017, whatever that was.
California?
I guess so, yeah.
They won for that piece of shit?
Well, I think it went number 1, too.
Ugh.
And I think it was the first Blink album to go number 1.
That's depressing. Green Day's won Grammys.
Oh, yeah.
Oasis.
Nope. Not on this list. That
Swinging
means
and missing.
they've won. I can't believe you haven't gotten one yet, John. I think you're thinking too hard. And the Oasis has won one for music video and rock performance by a duo or group.
Fucking Rush.
Rush is on the list. They have, looks like between 1981 and 2010, Rush went on a remarkable 0 for 7 run at the Grammys. The final whiff for these now retired prog rockers was for long-form video Rush Beyond the Lighted Stage.
I don't believe they're in the Hall of Fame either.
Are you serious? No way.
I don't believe so. I think they're one of the biggest Rock Hall of Fame snubs as well.
Rush was inducted in 2014.
See, I told you.
And then there's another one that says they were inducted in 2013. Maybe it just took a while. Yeah, maybe the ceremony was 14.
Haven't won a Grammy. I got one out of the 32, so we're on pace to finish this up sometime in June, I think.
Yes. Doing great. Great.
Let's go.
And please, I hope you guys listening are playing along.
Dr. Dre.
Not on the list.
Damn it. Britney Spears.
Britney Spears is not on the list.
She probably won one.
I'm sure she did.
I don't feel the need to look it up. Miley Cyrus just won one.
Think old. You got to be thinking older artists.
Old. George Michael.
Not on the list.
Shit bricks. NSYNC.
You got to be thinking older.
Older.
I'm going to bring one up. Give you a...
Yeah, give me some clues here.
Dude, we talked about two artists last episode. Two of the artists we talked about last episode.
The one we just did?
Yeah.
Talking Heads.
Talking Heads, yeah. They've been Grammy adjacent, but that's it. Artist Robert Rauschenberg won in 1986 for Best Recording Package on The Talking Heads' True Stories. Frontman David Byrne shared one of the film's score for 1987's The Last Emperor. Then graphic designer Stefan Sagmeister was recognized for work on the 2003 Heads box set Once in a Lifetime. So I guess they've all shared in a Grammy win, but hasn't won one as a band.
All right. And then we talked about Ozzy, so I'll say Ozzy.
Ooh, let's see. Not what I was thinking. Nope. But let me type in like Black Sabbath or something. Nope.
Kanye?
Nope.
Who else did we talk about?
It was the last segment of the last
Sugar
episode.
Ray?
Well,
Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Kid Rock has not won a Grammy.
My God. What for?
It says Kid Rock topping the charts with songs like Cowboy and All Summer Long hasn't garnered a similar level of Grammy attention for Kid Rock. He's been nominated 5 times, most recently in 2008, but he lost that year to John Mayer.
50 Cent?
Nope, but he's actually in this article about what we talked about with Evanescence, it looks like.
And then...
Because Evanescence won 2004's Best New Artist. They beat out 50 Cent, and he was not happy.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Wu-Tang Clan is not on this list.
Damn it.
All right. Do you want me to kind of start going through some of these?
Yeah, let's just rattle them off.
All right, here we go.
Clearly not good at this game.
Okay. Jeez.
I can only think of Grammy winners.
All right. So first up is Queen. They have not won a Grammy.
Okay. Yeah.
The Who. The Kinks.
I was going to say the Kinks.
You should have said the Kinks.
I thought they might have snuck one in the 80s or something.
Jimi Hendrix has not won a Grammy. Chuck Berry didn't win a Grammy. So Chuck Berry does not surprise me because
Chuck Berry fucked your Grammy. not you. I mean, just in general, he probably fucked some people's Grammys.
Well, I just think too, your
grandmother was very sweet, and I don't
being
think that
African American.
Near.
I also think being African American probably.
Well, and he wrote the same damn song fucking 267 times.
That too. Journey hasn't won a Grammy.
Well, it's only right.
I don't understand how that's possible, though. The Everly Brothers.
Ooh, that's surprising. See, but the Grammys aren't that old, so.
No, But it says the Everly Brothers missed out on 2 Grammys during their 50s era heyday, then somehow got passed over again during comebacks in 68 and 86. They were finally granted a Lifetime Achievement Award in 1997, though. Joe Satriani, guitar player. Sly and the Family Stone.
That's some bullshit.
That is some BS. I will agree there. It does say the Grammys paid tribute to groundbreaking Sly and the Family Stone in 2006. A group including John Legend and Joss Stone then won a 2007 Grammy for their take on Family Affair, but that's it. So 2 artists won a Grammy for Sly and the Family Stone, I guess.
What a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah. Guns N' Roses is on this list.
Wow, that's surprising.
Very surprising. It says
well,
Guns
that was
N' Roses.
back. They used to give the hard rock performances to fucking like Jethro Tull and shit. Like,
yeah,
no idea
very
what
true.
they're doing.
Yep. It says Guns N' Roses have tried and failed to claim 3 Grammys. None of those nominations, by the way, were for their seminal smash Appetite for Destruction. That's nuts. It took some time, but Slash, Duff McKagan, and Matt Sorum finally claimed a trophy for Velvet Revolver's Slither in 2005. Also on this list,
Stone
Depeche
Temple
Mode.
Pilots. I feel like they deserve one, but they might.
Nope. So Depeche Mode, Queens of the Stone Age.
That's some bullshit too.
Patti Smith.
That makes sense.
Bob Marley.
Never really been a fan.
No,
I can't do it.
Yeah,
I try, and I'm just like,
I'm okay in small doses. It's just that music's not for me.
I'll listen to 3 Little Birds, and then I'm fine.
Yeah, right. That's how I am too. Rush, as we mentioned, Kiss has never won.
I was going to say Kiss. I just didn't get to. I really was going to say it. People were going to be at home like, oh, yeah, you were going to say it. No. I was really thinking of Kinks and Kiss, which are alphabetically very close to each other. So they both popped in my mind at the same time.
You should have said them, though. Talking Heads, Kid Rock, Velvet Underground, Iggy Pop.
That makes sense, yeah. Stooges probably too, then.
Grateful Dead and ZZ Top have not won Grammys. That is surprising to me.
Not surprising. I thought maybe the Grateful Dead would have won one for that. They had that one big 80s song, Touch of Grey.
Yeah. Yep.
I was like, well, maybe they won one for that. But yeah, that makes sense. Fish probably don't have any Grammys.
Probably not. Buddy Holly is on this. Buddy Holly joins a list of legends who only received recognition from the Grammys after they were gone. He was given the Lifetime Achievement Award in 97. Then Peggy Sue was recognized in 99. But then Holly had been dead 40 years. The Cure. The Cure hasn't won one.
I was going to say like the Smiths or the Cure popped in my mind like as bands that probably didn't get one. Just kind of overlooked.
Janis Joplin, the Smiths, the Pretenders, Creedence Clearwater Revival. That's interesting.
Not Cajun. That band pisses me off because they do like a fake Cajun thing and they're from California.
Creedence Clearwater?
Yeah, the John Fogerty thing. He's from fucking like outskirts California. Like there's no reason nothing to do with the Bayou.
No. John Fogerty has won a Grammy though.
Center field, baby.
Looks like
look at me.
He got one for Best Rock Album for Blue Moon Swamp in 98.
There's no way that was the best rock album in 1998.
Let's see who the nominees were.
Please.
Let's look that up.
He probably beat out Kid Rock, to be honest. If he probably beat out like Korn.
For what was
98 might have been Radiohead. That would have been alternative though.
All right. Best Grammy Award for Best Rock Album nominees in 98 were Before These Crowded Streets, Dave Matthews Band.
Okay.
The Globe Sessions from Sheryl Crow.
Oh, that was a big one.
Yeah. Celebrity Skin, Hole.
Okay.
Then it has Premonition for John Fogerty. And then Version 2.0 for Garbage. It's crazy that Sheryl Crow, out of that list, I feel like Sheryl Crow.
Yeah, I wonder if she won some other awards maybe that year.
Probably. And I mean, when you think of rock, maybe you don't think of Sheryl, rock. She's got more of a laid back type vibe, but.
No, I mean, Sheryl Crow makes me want to take a rock and beat my skull in. But
dude, I love me some Sheryl Crow. We've already talked about that before.
You never worked in a retail environment, so you don't know the pain of satellite radio playing I'm going to soak up the fucking sun 12 times a day.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's a good tune though. All right, continuing on with the list.
Soak up my...
Okay. Jackson Browne, Deep Purple, Boston, Leonard Skinner. So there you go. I think that was all of them.
I feel like there's some obvious ones I should have thought of. I didn't get to those 80s bands. I was getting there.
I told you got to think older. But Guns N' Roses, man, that one's that's the one that's surprising. And they never even got a nomination for Appetite for Destruction. Wow. What was
nonsense?
When did Appetite for Destruction come out? 89?
87. It was just like on the charts until fucking 1989.
All right, so let's see. Yep. 87, July 21st, 1987. So would they have been eligible in 88 for the best rock album?
Yeah, I feel like that album like kind of took off late though. Like I feel like it was around and then it just kept getting bigger and bigger, but that's just me. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Okay, Grammy nominees for best rock album 1988. Let's see.
Oh god, this is going to be an awful list.
It is. Is this
I bet the replacements
this
never
is
won a Grammy
album
either.
of the year. I want to know. U2 won Album of the Year, and U2's The Joshua Tree won Best Rock Performance.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's better than Appetite for Destruction. I mean, if you've ever heard The Joshua Tree, it's pretty good.
So they have rock vocal group, rock vocal performance. Did they just not have a rock album in 88? That sounds
I don't think that they'd had hard rock yet,
maybe
which is problematic too.
Maybe that's
I remember
why.
the first year hard rock was like 89. And that was the year that Metallica had like And Justice for All, and it got beat out by, fucking Jethro Tull or something. It was a famous like snub. It wasn't the Black Album year. It was before that. So.
That's crazy.
Because Jethro Tull beat out like Megadeth, Metallica, and it might have even beat out Guns N' Roses. Like it was something ridiculous. So that might be what I'm thinking of. I
feel like metal has always kind of not been a favorite of the Grammys when it comes to rock anyway.
Apparently
so that's
not.
because you would think Metallica would have probably
Does
won
that mean they
every year.
gave Limp Bizkit a Grammy?
I don't know. I guess so. Let's see. Limp Bizkit.
My God. It's ridiculous.
Grammy wins. Yep, they have 3. Hard Rock Performance in 01, Rock Album in 2000, Rock Hard Performance in 2000. Rock Hard Performance sounds like a porno. So, yeah. Who else? Has Korn won a Grammy?
I bet they have.
Oh my God, a ton.
Yeah.
They got 10.
Yeah,
That's
I bet
crazy.
they continued winning them, yeah.
Oh, I wanted to see Metallica. Grammy wins for Metallica overall. Only 3?
Yeah.
Metal Performance in
The Foo Fighters have a
2024.
ton, but
Rock Album. Why does it say Rock Album 2024?
I was going to say Nirvana, but I feel like they probably won some.
These might be nominations too.
Yeah.
Metal Performance, because then it says Rock Album, which they didn't win Rock Album. Paramore did. And then they had Rock Performance. So I'm pretty sure Paramore won that one too. So those must be nominations as well on this list that I'm looking at. But wow, yeah, that's crazy. All right, there you go, guys.
Well,
that
I
was
fucking suck at that list.
No, you did. You surprisingly did bad.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, that was not good.
It was really, really not good.
Yeah, usually this is your time to shine, and you definitely did not. You did not.
It was very dull.
But there you go, guys. I hope you guys did better than John did, and we're probably screaming at your radios or phone or whatever.
You fucking moron.
Those are the 32 artists who surprisingly haven't won a Grammy. So until next year, if they want to release something, maybe they still have a chance. Kid Rock still has a chance. Maybe. I don't know. All right, guys. That'll do it for this episode. So thanks so much for tuning in. Like and follow and support us if you could. All those 5-star reviews go a long way. Spread the word. Help us spread the word, guys. Get us out there. We love you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back next week.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
We'll talk our Oscar predictions.
Yes. There you go.